Formula 1 TV. Just witnessed Lewis Hamilton claim his first pole since the Spanish Grand Prix. Fantastic result, a brilliant lap. Absolutely destroyed Rosberg and Massa and Bottas in terms of looking for pole. When that lap got delivered, it never looked in doubt, and there was no response from those three drivers I just mentioned. Massive result for Lewis Hamilton. I felt that prior to Spa, he needed to get himself back to basics in terms of putting himself into Q3, and by putting himself to Q3, he stood a chance of getting a race win and getting more points. He did that in Spa. You all know what happened in Spa for him, but he's done it today and he's landed pole. Fantastic lap, like I've said. And I mean, tomorrow looks good. It's a one-stopper. Sun's out, no problem for tyres. He just needs to take the car home. Worry about Rosberg breathing down his neck will be quite interesting. But he's done it before. He's shown that he can handle the pressure. He's shown in Bahrain. He's shown in loads of races that he can handle the pressure when Rosberg's behind him. So it's all set up for Lewis. And he needs to win this weekend, because if it's a Rosberg win tomorrow, Rosberg's really got that one hand on that title for sure. Talking about Rosberg, obviously he'd be gutted that he didn't get it first, and he'd be upset because, you know, qualifying you always aim for pole, especially when you've got a car like Mercedes. But this is a perfect opportunity for him to remove that mental block he has in Hamilton. Before I go on to that, I think it's a strange feeling around Formula 1 right now in terms of when you're talking about the title. Rosberg's 29 points ahead. That's a good gap. It's not a little 12 points. That's a good gap. Yeah, everybody, you still get the feeling that it's Hamilton's championship to lose. Yeah, he's losing it. And Rosberg's feeling that a bit. He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling that he's never been in this situation before. But the fact that he's 29 points and people are still looking to Lewis all the time gets to him. And it's quite mysterious. If you sit there and think about it, you think, raw. Shows the power and the strength and the qualities Hamilton has. But at the same time, what does that say about Rosberg? So Rosberg needs to do this tomorrow. He needs to win the race. And he's got the opportunity that he's been craving for. He's right behind Hamilton. He can overtake him for the first time on track this season, either via the first corner or during a lap. It's a one-stopper. Like I've said, it's the sun's out. You know, we're going to see the raw speed of the Mercedes engine. We've seen that we've got the Williams behind who are going to be hungry. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw two Williams on the podium. And he has to be wary of that. He can't just look ahead to Hamilton. Maybe first he has to be conservative, looking at Bottas and Massa behind him, and maybe the McLarens with a shout. But he has to look at this opportunity as saying, this is where I come out a marker. Because if he overtakes Hamilton after what happened in Spa and he gets that win tomorrow, we're looking at over 30 points, 40 points lead at the top of the over 30 points lead over the championship. And he, with 6 races to go or 7 races to go, will be in a very comfortable position. And he'll feel the confidence that, yes, I can beat Lewis. And that bodes well for the future for him. Because when he knows he can beat and overtake Lewis, I don't think anyone can stop Nico Rosberg. I think Hamilton tomorrow has to win tomorrow. He's to do it cleanly. And so, even if Rosberg overtakes him, he's got to bite back. Because if Rosberg stays ahead, Rosberg will gain that confidence, that know-how to beat Hamilton. And when that happens, I think we're looking at a world champion. Tomorrow, don't rule out the Williams. I'm going to carry on about the Mercedes. But Williams, look, absolutely got the package suits them. The track suits their package. Their race pace is electric. You can see that in practice. Massa was putting some good laps in P3 today, P2, Q2. Bottas obviously finished third today. So good result for Williams. Very strong season they're having, and a very strong weekend they'll continue to have, I feel. Fantastic day for Mercedes engines with six drivers all having a Mercedes supplied engine. It's been really the theme of the season. Whoever has a Mercedes engine pretty much wins, you know, pretty much has a strong performance, other than obviously the 3 times Ricciardo has got his race win. Red Bulls look very, very slow. It's just not their track. They'll be aiming just to get some points on the board. They're going to go into other tracks that will suit them a lot. So Ricciardo probably still has a chance of a little hope of a championship. But if Rosberg wins today, like tomorrow, I think he's made a statement to claim it. But Red Bull's struggling this weekend. So Ferrari at a home Grand Prix, it's upsetting to see Alonso. You just hope that they can give Alonso a car next year that's competitive, because they don't. They're ruining one of the best drivers in our generation that we can see. The car's just not good enough. But the fact that he consistently finishes in the top 10 and pushes the car in the top 10 is a credit to himself, but just shows how brilliant and how fantastic of a driver Fernando Alonso is. I look forward to tomorrow. I'm not going to make predictions, because in Formula 1, you can't predict anything. I used to, but I didn't know what was going to happen in Spa lap 2, and it happened. So, I don't know. I think maybe both Williams might be in the podium. I reckon they might pit Rosberg. Rosberg might be napping poking himself on Lewis Hamilton, or vice versa. Hamilton be looking at Rosberg, and then you never know, the Bottas or Massa might overtake both. You never know with Formula 1. But it's a good qualifying session, routine really. Hamilton and pole, Rosberg second and Bottas third. I look forward to the Italian Grand Prix tomorrow. Thank you for watching my video. I'll have a review tomorrow. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me at Twitter at Formula 1 TV. Once again, thanks for watching.